Hey, what's up, everybody? Coach Kyle and Roberto. Roberto, get it? And Coach Kyle and Roberto here. Roberto, you are so soft. Yes, buddy. Oh, and there's Banjo. so, um, I often get asked, how do you become a running coach? And I had an experience just today that reminded me of this question, and I wanted to touch base on it quick. Um, one of, so with me, how I kind of started becoming a running coach was that I was, really interested, obviously, interested in running, learning a lot about it. And, I'm above average runner, not necessary, but I don't know, maybe kind of helps a little bit. But I was mostly is that I was knowledgeable. I was active in my local running and online running scene and communities. And so what happens is you become the go-to person in your community, in your network of friends when it comes to whatever subject you are interested in. So with me, it's running. And what reminded me of this is that I messaged my cousin who has a pet rabbit, or multiple, I think, and I told her, "You're my go-to, rabbit expert or something." So, I'm not saying she's gonna, be do anything. She's not like doing anything with rabbits, like YouTube videos on rabbits or anything. But that is a perfect example of how you become a running coach or an expert or the go-to in anything. If you want to start a, if you want to tutor people on languages or something, music or swimming, or you want to be a Reiki uh, instructor or anything. The One of the most important things you can do is become the go-to person in your friend network, online, for whatever you want to do. If you want to, if you want to be, if you love jam and jelly, and that's just your thing. You love making jam and jelly, and you love experimenting with it, and you want to make a jam and jelly cookbook, recipe book, website, videos, etc. If that's what you love, then you have to talk. You have to talk about it. You have to share information about it. You have to help people out with it, and eventually, like, I realized I was that person. I was the expert for people, for running and nutrition. Um, Eventually, when somebody has a jam question, or they want to not be, if they don't want to be the person that just makes PB and J's, but they want to, nice PB and J's. Um, who would they go to? You got to be that person. Uh, and so that's the thing. Like, you make YouTube videos, you just become known for it, and then you can start charging for it. And that's basically how I became a running coach. Is I realized that people were coming to me for questions about running and nutrition. I was currently going to school. I earned a degree in nutrition. And so people were coming to me for questions about nutrition and running. And so I started helping people with their nutrition and their running. And then I realized this was happening. And then so I started actually helping people one on one, not just answering random questions. And I was doing this in person locally, but also online. So people were coming to me that I didn't even know, asking me these questions. And now I answer these questions. I help individuals with this full time. It's what I do for a living. So, no matter what you want to do, if it's you love Star Wars, you love salsa dancing, or you love running, um, the most powerful thing you can do is just to share information on the subject. And so when your friends have questions about Star Wars, salsa dancing, or running, or if they have a friend who they're talking to at the brewery who wants to start salsa dancing and they don't know how to do it, that person recommends you. And that's how it happens. So I hope this was helpful. If you want to become a running coach, I have a group. I have a Facebook group that I kind of foster a little information discussion on. So if you want to become a running coach, let me know, and I'll send you an invite to that Facebook group for online running coaches. And if you ever have any just general like small business solopreneur questions, I'm always super helpful or super. What am I? I am always super happy to help. So this is Coach Kyle and Roberto. I'm not sure where Banjo went. They get along pretty well. They kind of ignore each other unless one of them moves really fast, and then they get really excited. But I think he's just, and I think it's a he. I think he's just chilling right now. Oh, and if you have any rabbit tips, I would love to hear them. So I'm gonna end this video before it gets more awkward.